Welcome to all. I'm Golda Albert. I'm working as a tutor in Sri Balaji College of Nursing, Department of Fundamentals of Nursing. Today I'm going to present collection and transporting of specimen. It comes under microbiology. Let me see. Specimen collection key issues. First one, consider differential diagnosis, and then second one, decide on test to be conducted, and then third one, decide on clinical samples to be collected to conduct this test. And then final, consultation between microbiologists, clini- clinicians, and epidemiologists. Specimen collection tube. The first one, ethylene diaminitra acetic acid. It's EDDA. Purple top, lavender top, used for routine hematology. And then second one, reticulocyte count, and then sickle test, and then glyco HP electrophoresis, and then CD4, thin smear blood grouping, not suitable for calcium and coagulation. And then final one, invert several times soon after collection. And then red top. It's as indicated has no clot activated plane. All body fluids, it's CSF, and then acidic fluid, then pleural fluid, lymph aspiration, etc. must be collected in this tube. Invert several times soon after collection. Sample collection tubes, red top with clot activator, used for chemistry, cross match, serology, which means hepatitis B and then hepatitis C, invert several times after collection. Specimen collection tube in black blood culture bottles has bacterial growth medium and activator charcoal. Sample for blood culture is collected directly into PC bottle. It means blood culture bottle. Basic sample collection techniques. First one, venipuncture. Collection of blood from vein for various tests that require large volume sample. And second one, requires a tourniquet, needle, syringe, and disinfectant and cotton wool specimen collection tubes. Then procedure commonly done on a vein in the antecubital fossa of the arm, can also on the site other than the antecubital fossa where a vein is visible or can be reached. And final one, blood is drawn with a needle after the site has been thoroughly disinfected with the bevel of the needle facing upwards. Blood samples, blood for smears. Collection, capillary blood from finger prick. Make a smear, fix with methanol or other fixative. In handling and transporting, transport slide within 24 hours. Do not refrigerate it. Blood samples or blood for cultures in collection, venous blood, infants 0.5 to 2 ml, in children's 2 to 5 ml, in adults 5 to 10 ml. Require aseptic technique, collect within 10 minutes of fever. If suspected bacterial endocarditis, it means 3 sets of blood culture. And urine collection. First, wash your hands and clean matters, female front to back, and start stream, then stop, collect specimen, and then aseptic technique, and then provide bedpan, and then Mexican hat to lab 10, 15 to 20 minutes of post collection. In urine specimen, random specimens and midstream urine, then timed urine, sterile urine. In veg sample collection techniques. In vaginal or urethral discharge specimen, normally thin, non-purulent and whitish or clear and small in amount. In STD or UTI, STD means sexually transmitted disease, then UTI means urinary tract infection. Not delicated, assess external genitalia if STD records sexual history. Physician order is vaginal or urethral. In sputum collection technique, in collection method, instruct patient to take a deep breath and cough up sputum directly into a wide mouth sterile container. Then avoid saliva or postnasal discharge and 1 ml minimum volume. Rejection of samples. All samples collected in wrong tubes are rejected. Then second one, all samples untimely brought to the lab are rejected. Then third one, unlabeled samples are rejected. And then fourth one, insufficient sample are rejected. And then fifth one, compromised samples are rejected. Then final one, if a sample is rejected, that one rejecting it must indicate the reason of the rejection of samples. Labeling specimens. First one, patient name, then second one, specimen type, and then third one, unique ID number, then fourth one, date, and then time, and then place of the collection, and final one, name or initial of collector. Biosafety, protect medical staff, use appropriate barrier precautions. It includes personal protective equipments. First one, disposable gloves, and then second one, laboratory coats or gown or mask, and then third one, protective eyewear or face shield. Collection of various specimens, blood culture bottle, and then second one, BD Pactic. It includes resin containing media. Then third, collection of various specimen. First one, blood culture bottle. And then second one includes resin containing media. And then third one, supplemented with PHI broth containing activated charcoal particles. In adult, this must be at least large enough to hold 50 ml of liquid with 10 to 20 ml of the patient blood. In pediatric, 1 to 5 ml blood is taken. In ratio, patient blood culture media 1 is to 5. In fluids, include sterile body fluids. For an example, CSF fluid and pleural fluid and peritoneal fluid and ascitic fluid and synovial fluid. In universal container, first one without anticoagulant, then second one with anticoagulant by addition of 0.3 ml of 20% solution sodium citrate to the container prior to autoclaving. In volume, 1 to 5 ml collected under aseptic precautions. Types of swab. First one, baby swab for small orifices. Second one, nasal swab for nasopharynx. Third one, postnasal swab for nasopharyngeal secretion. Fourth one, laryngeal swab for bronchial secretion. And then final one, high vaginal and cervical swab for uterus, and then cervix and its lumen. Quality assurance. Follow standardized operative procedures for collection of biospecimen handling. Samples have to be made available in all collection areas wherever required. Transport of specimens. Guidelines are issued by national authorities which should be strictly followed. First one, ideally specimens should be transported to the laboratory as quickly as possible and processed in the laboratory within 1 to 2 hours after collection. In second one, in case of delay of more than 2 hours, the specimen should be transported in transport media or refrigerated. Methods of transportation. For hand carried transportation over a short distance, the specimen should be placed upright in appropriate racks. Second one, for long distance transportation, packaging in done in 3 container. First one, the primary container, its test tube or vial, must be fitted with a leak-proof screw cap sealed with adhesive tape. Second one, the secondary container should be durable, waterproof, and made of metal or plastic with a tightly fitting screw cap. Then third one, the tertiary container, usually made of wood or cardboard. Shock absorbent and material is placed between this and the secondary container. The outside of the tertiary container or box is labeled and infectious should be marked with biohazard. Let me see blood. First one container, blood culture media set, maybe aerobic and anaerobic bottle or vacuum container tube with SPS. It means sodium polyethylene sulfonate. Then patient preparation. Choose the vein from which the blood is to be drawn by touching the skin before it has been disinfected. In collection, using 70% alcohol, cleans the skin over the venipuncture site in a circle, appropriately 5 centimeter in diameter and rubbing vigorously. And then second one, allow to air dry. And then third one, starting in the center of the circle, apply 2% tincture of iodine, insert the needle into vein and withdraw the blood. Volume of blood in adult 5 to 10 ml and then children 1 to 5 ml. In transport is within 2 hours. In storage is if delay then stored at room temperature for 24 hours. In abscess, for an example also, surgical site lesions and skin lesion and wound, then pustule and then ulcer. Superficial, first one container, aerobic swab, moistened with normal sterile saline. And then collection, wipe area with sterile saline or 70% alcohol. Second one, swab along leading edge of the wound. Third one, two swabs, one for direct microscopy and one for culture are taken. In transport is within 2 hours. In storage is if any delay store for 24 hours at room temperature and transported in Ames transport media. Then body fluids. It may be amniotic fluid or abdominal or ascites peritoneal fluid or bile fluid and synovial and then pericardial or pleural fluid. First one, container. It's sterile or screw up. And then second one, patient preparation. Disinfect skin and before aspiration specimen. Third one, collection. Aseptically perform percutaneous aspiration with syringe and needle to obtain pleural, pericardial, peritoneal, or synovial fluid. Then final one, transport within 15 minutes. Next, move on to cerebrospinal fluid. Container, sterile, and then screw cap tube. Then second one, patient preparation is disinfectant and then skin before aspirating specimen with antiseptic solution and alcohol. Then third one, specimen collection. Barrier precaution is mandatory. Then best site is L3 and then L4. Third one, trained physician aseptically collects 3 to 10 ml fluid at a rate of 4 to 5 drops per second. In patient with shunt aspiration of CSF from the Ommaya reservoir or by collection from the ventricular drain or shunt. Three separated tubes submitted. First one, test tube 1, cell counts and differential stains. Second one, gram stains and culture. And then third one, protein and glucose. In transportation and storage, dispatch the specimen to laboratory as soon as possible, maybe 15 minutes. And second one, any delay may cause death of pathogens, and disintegration of leukocytes. Do not refrigerate, it's kill influenza. If any delay, best keep it at 37 degrees centigrade. Never refrigerated. First one, ear. In outer ear container, swab moisten with normal sterile saline. Second one, patient preparation. Wipe away crust with sterile saline. Third one, collection. Firmly rotate swab in outer canal. And then transport is as soon as possible. In storage time is 24 hours. Second one, middle ear. First one, container. It should be sterile, and then screw cap, tube, and then second one, patient preparation. Be collected by using sterile equipment, and then second one, external air should be cleansed with mild germicides such as 1% in 1000 ml solution to reduce the number of contaminating skin flora before obtaining the specimen. Then third one, collection. Aspirate material behind drum with syringe. If air drum is intact, use swab to collect material from ruptured air drum. And then final one, transport. It's immediately is possible. And then second one, eye. First one, conjunctival. Container, sterile swab, moisten with normal saline. Second one, collection. Using a Kumura spatula, gently scrub superior and inferior dorsal conjunctiva. Second one, chlamydia culture swabs are taken with a dry calcium alginate swab. Third one, avoid contaminating from skin and eyelid margin. Then final one, transport system. Within 2 hours, for chlamydia place in sucrose phosphate transport medium. It means SP. And then second one, corneal scraping. First one, collection. By using heat sterilized platinum scapula. Second one, bedside inoculation on BACA, STD and 7H10 Theo or calcium alginate tipped swab. Tipped in sterile dry pryptase soya broth. Second one, patient preparation. In clinician should instill local anesthetic before collection. And third one, transport system. It may be immediately. And then final one, storage. Must be incubated on receipt in laboratory department. Third one, anterior chamber and then vitreous culture. First one, container, sterile, and then screwed cap tube. And then second one, collection. Aspiration is carried out with a tuberculin syringe fitted with a 25 to 27 gauge needle for the accused and 20 to 21 gauge needle for vitreous aspiration. Then final one, transport is immediately. Respiratory tract. First one, upper respiratory tract. In that, oral swab. Container, sterile swab. In collection, remove the oral secretion or debris from the surface or lesion with swab and discard it. Second one, using second swab. Take the sample from the lesion, avoiding any areas of normal tissue. And then transport within 2 hours. Storage is, if any delay, store for 24 hours room temperature. And second one, throat swab. First one, container, albumin coated or charcoal coated or plain cotton wool swab should be used. Second one, collection. Depress the tongue with a tongue depressor. And second one, introduce the swab between tonsillar pilus and behind the uvula without touching the lateral walls of the buccal cavity. Third one, swab back and forth across the posterior pharynx. And then final one, any exudate or membrane should be taken for specimen. And then third one, transport within 2 hours, and storage is if any delay stored for 24 hours at room temperature. Third one, laryngeal swab. First one, container, swab moistened with sterile distilled water. Then second one, collection. Patient is made it to sit and then holding the tongue fully protruded with help of the piece of gas. Then third one, pass the swab back through the mouth where midline and downwards over the epiglottis into larynx to induce reflex coughing that will expel the sputum into swab, and withdraw the swab and replace the tube for delivery to the laboratory. And transport is within 2 hours. Fourth one, nasal swab. In container, swab moistened with sterile saline. Then second one, collection. Insert approximately 2 centimeter into nase and rotate swab against nasal mucosa. Then transport is within 2 hours. Then fifth one, nasopharyngeal. In container is swab moistened with sterile normal saline. And then second one, collection. First one, swab. Second one, aspirate. And third one, washing. Let me see the first one. To collect nasopharyngeal cells, all mucus is removed. Second one, small flexible nasopharyngeal swab is inserted along the nasal sputum to the posterior pharynx and rotate slowly for 5 seconds against the mucosa several times. And the second one, aspirate, is collected with a plastic tube attached to 10 ml syringe or suction catheter. Then third one, washing, is obtained with a rubber suction bulb by instilling and withdrawing 3 to 7 ml of sterile buffer saline. Transport is within 2 hours. The perinasal swab is charcoal transport media for whooping cough. Storage is, if any delay, stored for 24 hours at room temperature. In lower respiratory tract, following samples are taken, spontaneously produced or induced sputum. Second one, endotracheal aspirate. And then third one, transtracheal or translaryngeal aspiration. Then fourth one, bronchoalveolar lavage. Then final one, gastric lavage. In container, sterile wide mouthed screw top container collection. First one, sputum. Patient preparation. Ask patient to rinse or gargle with water before collection. Second one, early morning sputum samples should be obtained as they contain pooled overnight secretions. And then third one, instruct patient to inhale deeply 2 to 3 minutes, carp up and deeply from the chest and spit the specimen container by bringing it close to the mouth of after 100 ml of capacity. Then fourth one may be watery because of saline nebulization. Then fifth one, to prevent contamination, patient should be instructed to press the rim of the container under the lower lip to catch the entire expectoration. And then final one, tightly screw on the top of the container. Then aerosol if sputum specimens have been collect children as young as 5 years of age or ambulatory patient. Second one, tracheal aspiration, obtained by inserting a small plastic catheter into a trachea via needle previously inserted through the skin and cricothyroid membrane. Second one, this technique is rarely used anymore. Then bronchoalveolar lavage. In container is sterile leak-proof screw-top container. In collection is 30 to 50 ml of physiological saline is injected through the fiber optic bronchoscope into the lung segment. And final one, saline is then aspirated. And fourth one, branchial brush container, sterile wide mouth screw top container. Collection method is uses a telescoping double catheter plug with polyethylene glycol at the distal end to protect a small bronchial brush as part of flexible bronchoscopy. Then second one, transported immediately, if not should be refrigerated. And then fifth one, gastric lavage, limited to senile and non-ambulatory patient, and then children younger than 3 years of age, and then patient who fail to reduce sputum by aerosol induction, and then levine collection to be inserted through the nostril. Then when the tube has been fully inserted, a syringe is attached to the end of the tube and filtered distilled water is injected. Syringe is then used to withdraw 5 to 10 ml of gastric secretion. Take morning sample before the patient has taken anything. Should be processed within 4 hours. Sixth one, sinus aspirates. In container, sterile screw cap container and transport is within 2 hours. In the refrigerator up to 48 hours. Notable is unacceptable for smear or culture because this material will be contaminated with aerobic and anaerobic normal respiratory flora. Sinus washing or aspirate surgically collected or the specimens of choices. And then bone container is sterile, and then screw cap container, and then patient preparation is disinfection skin before surgical procedure. Collection is take sample from affected area for biopsy, and then transport is immediately. And then gastric aspiration container is sterile screw cap tube. And then second one, patient preparation, collect in early morning before patient eats or gets out of bed. And collection is ask the patient to swallow and wait in gelatin capsule containing a tightly wound length of string which is left producing from the mouth and tap to the chick string test. During the capsule reaches the duodenum and dissolves, the string now covered with duodenal content is retracted. Transport should be done immediately. Fourth one, gastric biopsy. Performed to detect pylori to detect its ur- urgently activity. In container, sterile, screw out tube, and then transport is within 1 hour, and storage is if any delay kept for 24 hours at 4 degrees centigrade. A note is gastric specimen for culture or Larry operant and limited to only those few situations for which diagnosis may not be possible by other means. And then second one, tapping. A non-invasive method of stimulating urine flow is a baby. Tapping just above the pupils with two fingers at 1 hour after feed. First tap, second is given for 1 minute. An interval of 1 minute is allowed, then tapping is resumed in this cycle. Third one, the method was described by Broomhall at and has been favorably appraised by Taylor at 1986. Second one, straight catheter. Container is sterile and screw cap container. Second one, transport is within 2 hours. The patient preparation is clean urethral area with soap and water and then rinse with water. Collection is insert catheter into bladder, allow first 50 ml to pass, then collect remainder. And then involves catheter. It means, for an example, Foley's catheter, restricted to patients who are unable to produce adequate midstream sample. Second one, urine should be collected using aseptic technique. And then third one, the catheter tubing should be clamped off above the pot to allow the collection of freshly voided urine. The catheter pot or wall of the tubing should be cleaned vigorously with 70% ethanol and urine aspiration via needle and syringe. Sample should not be obtained from catheter bag. Foley catheter strips are unsuitable for culture because they are contaminated with urethral or colonizing organism. Third one, suprapubic bladder aspiration. It is used primarily for neonates and small children but may safely used in adults. First one, comatose, and then second one, urine retention. Third one, urethral trauma. And then fourth one, periurethral infection or phimosis. A full bladder is required for this. Patient preparation is overlying skin infected, disinfected. Then collection is bladder is punctured above the symphysis pubis with 22 gauge needle on a syringe and about 10 ml of urine is aspirated. Transport should be done immediately. In females, surgical cervical swab container swab moistened with normal sterile saline and patient preparation. Remove mucus before collection of specimen. Collection is swab deeply into endocervical canal and then transport system is within 1 to 2 hours. If any delay, then up to 24 hours. Second one, high vaginal swab. The container is swab moistened with normal saline and then patient preparation is remove exudate. The third one, collection is swab secretion and mucous membrane of vagina. Third one, urethral swab. Container is swab moistened with normal sterile saline. Then patient preparation is remove exudate from urethral opening. Then collection is collect discharge by massaging urethra against pubis symphysis or insert flexible swab 2 to 4 centimeter into urethra and rotate swab for 2 seconds. Final one, collect at least 1 hour after patient has urinated. In males, prostate, container, sterile screw cap tube, and then swab moistened with normal sterile saline. And patient preparation is clean glands with soap and water, and then transport within 1 to 2 hours. If in swab, immediately send up. In urethra, container swab moistened with normal sterile saline. Collection is inserts flexible swab 2 to 4 centimeter into urethra and rotate for 2 seconds or collect discharge on transport system. Transport is within 24 hours for swab or transport system. Intrauterine device. Container is sterile, and then screw cap container. Then patient preparation is disinfect skin before removal, and then transport is within 15 minutes. And then IV catheter container is sterile, screw cap container. Patient preparation is disinfect skin with alcohol before removal. Then transport it within 15 minutes and should be processed. And then notice, do not culture Foley's catheter or IV catheters or cultured quantitatively by rolling the segment back and forth across agar with sterile forceps for 4 times.